Bro, I'm gonna be real. I haven't recorded in so long. I had to make a video. I wasn't gonna record a reaction to this UFC Baku event. I didn't have any words for it. I didn't really care much for it. But something in the post fight conference made me just want to hop and make this video, and it is finally time that I could say this. But Jon Jones has retired. Let's just watch this clip. These are his comments, but I'll play that later. Jon Jones has retired. Tom Aspinall is the new UFC GOAT. I mean, fuck. No, Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the new UFC heavyweight champion. This was a long time coming. There's always this stuff, Jon Jones' resume. Tom Aspinall lost. Fear. That's a very appropriate thing to say. I mean, this is just fucking obvious. I did not think this fight was gonna happen. I did not think that Jon was ever gonna fight Tom. But here we are. I mean, I don't have the video right now. Let me just I don't know. Let me just let's find the fucking video because I want to show it. Not the comments. I don't give a fuck about that. I just need to find that. Yeah, right there. Not this one. Fuck MMA Guru. Where the fuck is my comment? Where the fuck is the Dana White video? Come on, show me. Yeah, right there. He's retired. I mean, and then here's his comments. Some kind words from Dana White. I mean, I like that he's finally praising him because he deserves all the praise. I mean, let's just look at MMA Guru Street. All that fucking fraudulent shit. Like, let's be for real. Jon Jones doesn't deserve a fucking ceremony for this. He retired out of fear. He retired because he didn't want to fight the interim champion of his division. That's just a fucking fact. This isn't he needed more money. They were willing to give him the money. They were willing to do anything for Jon Jones. They were willing to stretch this out for almost 2 years to give Jon Jones the best circumstances, the best type of incentive. And Jon Jones, no matter what, did not want to fight Tom Aspinall. He was not willing to even step in the cage. He was not even willing to answer questions about Tom Aspinall. Ducking out of interviews, just getting out of interviews because they asked him, what would it take to fight Tom? And he's like, that's too wild, too off the cuff for me. I don't want this Aspinall fest. He was so scared to even mention Aspinall's name in the press conference, in the post-fight interview. He was scared to even... He was silent when Tom Aspinall shut down Curtis Blaydes in 1 minute. He was silent. He was saying all night that Curtis Blaydes would beat Tom Aspinall, and when Tom Aspinall proved him wrong, he was silent. He did not talk at all until UFC 309. And he has been going on this run where he keeps saying, Aspinall's not exciting enough for me. He's not fun. He's not the legacy fight that I need. I need someone who actually, who's beat champions. He's been doing all these excuses. It's all these excuses, and for what? To retire. He is gone. Tom Aspinall is the undisputed heavyweight champ, and he's always been. I think it's high time you got to realize Aspinall has been the real champion the whole time. He has been on a generational run. He's beat so many contenders on his way to the title in all spectacular fashion, all first-round knockouts and submissions. The only time he went to the second round was against Andrei Arlovski. But even then, in the first round, he was close to finishing Arlovski. But Arlovski's a tough guy. but he has been shutting out every opponent he's fought. Never been close. And he fought Sergey Pavlovich on 2 weeks' notice for no full training camp. He did this on short notice. He fought literally a few months ago, and he did this on short notice. He didn't even train for the Sergey fight, and Sergey was on a 6-fight, 1-round knockout streak. He was the most dangerous guy at heavyweight, and Tom Aspinall destroyed him in just a minute. He became interim champion. He decided, since Jon Jones doesn't want to fight him, and since he was injured, he'd defend the interim belt against Curtis Blades, who he did lose to by injury. And he knocked him out with a jab in 1 minute. Just destroyed him. And in all of this, what has Jon Jones done? Nothing. He fought Stipe, who was 43 years old coming off a loss. That's it. He did not want to fight Aspinall. He did not want the smoke. And it's high time you got to realize, like, he's been doing this for so long. Jon Jones has been dunking the best contenders. He didn't want to fight Reyes for the rematch. He vacated the belt and did not even... he vacated the belt because he didn't want to stay in this division. Because he knew there was Reyes, there was Jan Blachowicz, there was all these guys. And he realized he was going split decision with Thiago Santos on one knee. He had went to decision with Anthony Smith and almost lost that fight too from an illegal move. And he got his ass beat by Reyes. And guess what? He didn't want to fight any dangerous contender anymore. He just wanted easy fights. He waited 3 years to bulk up to heavyweight, which, let's be real, he wasn't doing that. Ngannou was champion for all those years. He did not want any smoke with Ngannou. And when Ngannou left the UFC, that's when Gane versus Jones was made. And he came into into 285 looking like a fat sack of potatoes. He looked like he didn't even try to bulk. He just put on some extra fat to make the heavyweight limit. And he gets a very impressive but kind of short win against Gane, who honestly doesn't have grappling to save his life. And then he gets injured in a Stipe fight. He ducks Tom Aspinall and fights Stipe instead. And then now he retired because he doesn't want to fight Aspinall. He has no choice. He had no choice to fight Aspinall. He was done. He was done because he didn't want to fight Tom. He couldn't fight Pereira because he lost to Ankalaev. And there was nobody else for him except for Tom. And even Dana White was making that clear. It's at this point that... why did we have to waste this time? Why did we have to go through the charade of will he, won't he? You know, why did we have to do that? Because he never was going to fight him. And I don't know. This was the biggest waste of time. Jon Jones was never going to fight Tom Aspinall. Let's be real. And for all the people, you know, there isn't going to be look back into his tremendous career because there won't be any of that, and he doesn't deserve that. He has not shown actual championship mentality. He's not a Volk, he's not a Charles, he's not a GSP who fought the best of the best, who did what they did without having to cheat, without having to cherry pick, without having to duck and opponents. They did all that, and they matched up legacies to Jon Jones. Jon Jones has the most title defenses. The DJ has the most consecutive title defenses. He never ducked anybody. DJ honestly should be the new GOAT of the sport now. It shouldn't be Jon Jones. Because DJ only lost to Henry Cejudo in the UFC and Dominic Cruz, but that was early in his career in bantamweight, right? Jon Jones has fought cherry-picked opponents, and every time he fought a good opponent, he was always really close, or he was cheating with steroids. Look at DC Jones, too. Took steroids. That head kick would have knocked out anybody, and he had the help of steroids with that. Same with DC Jones versus Gustafsson, too, where they had to move an event so Jon could fight with steroids in his system. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that this is the guy that represents the sport, because this is not it. I really want to make the thumbnail like Jones, a picture of Jones just saying fraudulent GOAT. He deserves that title because he is not the true GOAT. It's DJ, or you can say GSP. He's out of this conversation. And with Merab and Ilya and Volk and Islam making their own legacies, Volk is honestly close to being considered one of the greatest of all time. because he reclaimed the title at the age of 36 against a dangerous opponent. He's never ducked anybody. He fought Islam and Ilya on short notice. He's never ducked anybody. Charles never ducked anybody. He's fought the rogues gallery of the lightweight division, fought all the best, and beats most of them. While Jon Jones had to cherry pick his fights, he had to cheat. He had to do all this stuff. His best wins are against... Honestly, his best wins, one of them is a robbery, and one of them is against 40-year-old DC. Apart from that, he's not had any quality wins except against real light heavyweights. And this is not even... I'm not trying to be biased. Because I know Jon Jones did some good things, especially early in his light heavyweight career. He will always be the best light heavyweight of all time. But stop considering him to be the GOAT. And I know this is not on Jon. And honestly, it's not. It's not fully Jon's fault. I think it's really Dana White's fault for trying to make this fight happen, even when Jon Jones was not interested. I think a toddler could have figured out that Jon Jones did not want to fight Aspinall, and they should have just stripped him of the belt way earlier. If they should have never made that, they should have made that Stipe fight for just a normal heavyweight bout. We should have, if Jon Jones didn't want to fight the interim champion, they should have stripped him of the belt, let him fight Stipe, maybe main event MSG, because he was still main event MSG, and then have Aspinall defend it against a Gon and an Almeida. He would have had 2 to 3 title defenses by then. But we wasted his time because we thought Jon Jones was going to fight Aspinall, but he never was. He ducked Ngannou. He didn't even fight Chael Sonnen on short notice. What makes you think he's going to fight Aspinall? Nothing. And this is what it led to. He retired. This is what I wanted to make this video quick. I like this picture. So, just want to let you know this is his legacy now. Tom Aspinall will be the biggest loss of Jon Jones' career. He lost because of fear. I like this. This is the accurate resume. He is not undefeated. He lost to Tom Aspinall. He got retired from Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall. That's what I wanted to say. Tom Aspinall, congrats to him. He deserves this. He deserves to be the undisputed champion. He has shown that he is truly the best heavyweight right now. And I'd love to see him get these fights with maybe an Ngannou, with any type of, with Gon, with Volkov. I'd love to see him dominate this division because he deserves it. He has put in the work. He hasn't ducked anybody. He took fight on short notice. And maybe he won't have the legacy Jones has right now, but he will. He's still young. He's 31. He will have the legacy that matches up to Jones when he dominates the division. Jones fans will always say Tom Aspinall will never be as great as Jon Jones. He doesn't need to have as many title defenses to be as great as Jon Jones. He doesn't. If he keeps doing what he does, he keeps improving, he keeps beating these guys and dominating the division. I mean, it's very hard to deny Tom Aspinall could become the heavyweight GOAT. And he could be considered one of the greatest of all time. So, I'm glad this happened. It was a long time coming. It sucks we never got the fight because I would have loved to see Tom Aspinall fight Jon Jones. But I knew he was never going to fight him. I knew Jon Jones was never going to fight someone as good as Tom Aspinall. So, that's it. It's what it is. That's all I wanted to make for this video. Bye.